Well, hello everyone. I'm back again. And it is Sunday, the 22nd, 23rd. I don't know, something like that. So I have some stuff to share with you. I didn't get as much done as I would have liked to because my price tags came in and I was finally able to redo the price tags on those ones from the rainy market. So, and that took a little bit of time because, I took all the tags off to dry them out. And then I had to look everything up to see what is my price, what is the number, write the tags out, put them on it. And then all the things that I had already shown you, I got those priced and put away. And then a few of these, because I was in the mode of pricing, I went ahead and priced. And then I have a few here that aren't priced. So I actually have 3 more items that I can't show you because they've already been shipped off to their forever home. And that was 3 sharks. 1 whale shark, 1 regular shark, 1 hammerhead shark. And along with that went a Labubu, Labubu bag charm. So that is on its way to its new home. So I can't show them. But I can tell you that the whale shark was made with the denim blue out of the brights. And the other 2 sharks, I did those with the medium gray color. I'm not sure the name, because the label wasn't on my skein of Sweet Snuggles Light or Home Slim, one of those that is in my stash. I don't have like a lot of good colors because, I used those already. So now I'm left with like darker colors in that to work through. And that's the only way it's going to free up spaces to work through them. But I think that those sharks that I did with the Sweet Snuggles Light looked a lot better than the ones that I did out of the brights, because I think that particular bright skein was just one of those skeins that wasn't, it was kind of flat. It wasn't fluffy like most of it is. Every now and then you just get one like that. But anyways, I had made a list of the things that sold really well at the last market that I knew that I needed to restock, like some mini birds, car swings, sharks. There were several things on there, axolotls, and I've been kind of successful. I have already shown you some, but then I was just checking off the list. So I was able to get a few of most of them. I think I have 5 items left that I want to at least have one of for this upcoming market. And some of them take a little longer, some of them don't. But I did the ones that I felt like I really needed to have. And then one item that is a special request. Hopefully it's not too big. This one took me a lot of time. I'll never get the hourly rate out of it, because of what it is. But I'm okay. It's going to be a one and done. I made it for this little girl. So hopefully she'll be happy with it. And I just won't make that particular item anymore unless I happen to get a special request on it. But it would be pretty pricey because it did take some time. So let me show you what I was able to get done. I started with, let me do something quick and easy. So I started with mini birds. And I was able to get 2 yellow. This is a free pattern off of Instagram, and there are a gazillion of them that are like this mini bird style. This particular one, I always add an extra round to it in between the top of the head and the arms. Always do. I just feel like it needed it, especially when it came to the mallards. So I do it on all of them to make them come out the right size. So then we did 2 mallards. Now you'll notice that the eyes are a little bigger on the mallards than on the yellow, because I'm out of 14 millimeter. Well, I'm not now, but I was at the time, because I went right away and ordered some more, because that seems to be the most popular size that I've been using lately, is 14 millimeter. 14s and 12s for a lot of these smaller items. But I gave these guys the 16 millimeter eyes, and I think it looks okay. So these are also from that same Instagram pattern, and they are done out of the Premier Chenille Brights. This is, I don't know the color name, but it is right here. It is teal blue. Looks more green to me, but I like that, not using a bright green on these. I like this color for the mallards. So you got the teal blue, the caramel, of course white, and tangerine is the orange color. So we did those, and I added one more because I've made one of these before, and it is a Stacy Makes pattern. It's free on Instagram as well, and it's her little eagle pattern. So, and it comes out to just about the same size. It's a tiny little bit taller, but I don't mind that at all. And it's a pretty easy make, and it just like adds a little variety to my mini birds. So we made 5, seems like it was more than that, but 5 mini birds, and those are priced and ready to be put away. Then we switched modes to the sharks for that special order. So like I said, it was a hammerhead, a regular shark, and a whale shark. And I'm trying to build my stock on sharks, and it's not normally something that I make, but Shark Week is coming up at the end of July. So I think as they start to advertise Shark Week, that these are going to start to become popular, and I would like to have some available. And they did pretty well at the last market. I took 2 whale sharks, sold 2, 1 hammerhead, and 2 regular sharks, sold 1 of the regular sharks. So I sold 3 out of 5 sharks. And considering the whale sharks sold out, and they were the first to go, those were the ones I thought I should have more of. So I did 2, 3, if you count the one that went on its way. 2 out of the denim, and this is also the Chenille Brights, and they get a 12 millimeter eye. Of the 3 sharks, this is the one I don't mind making. I kind of enjoy making these, and they look kind of weird, but once you get start adding the stitching onto it, they end up looking pretty cool. So, and then of course, you know, you can stick your fingers all the way through the mouth. And then I did one other, and I decided to do it in pink, hibiscus pink. So this is Teresa's Crochet Shop pattern. It's a 3-pack for a mini shark. You get the whale shark, the hammerhead, and the, I forget what she calls it, but it's like just a regular looking shark. So I did these. And I'll probably, if I have time, because I have those 5 other items that I need to take care of first, I will probably try and do a couple more of those. I definitely will be doing more of this style. This one is not my favorite, but it looks like a shark. So I did this one in pink. I believe this is cotton candy pink. And so I need to do gray or blue so that it looks like a normal shark. But I needed to change a color. You know, I just needed to change a color. So we have this, and I will say I do like the look of them better out of the Sweet Snuggles Light, only because you can see the stitches so much better. But I like working with this yarn. I don't know. That yarn's so soft. It's so messy to work with. There's like fluff everywhere. But yeah, so I want to get, hopefully, a couple more of these made as well. And maybe one more hammerhead, because I do still have the hammerhead from last time. But I don't know. The big hammerhead that I made took a long time to sell. So I think I'll probably mainly concentrate on these two styles and have like a hammerhead or two. But these are the kind, especially the whale shark. These two I think would be the more popular two styles. Anyways, so we have a pink shark, because you know the little girlies need sharks too. So then I switched modes, and one of the things on my list was axolotls, and I only made one, and I did a pink one. I need to go back and make a blue one, and I don't know, I did this one, then I'm like, I'm not in the mood for axolotls. And this one is my own pattern. The only thing that I did different to the pattern is where the bobble stitches go, I put the leggy, like you would a leggy frog. So, because it just makes it look a little more like an axolotl, if that makes sense. Boy, I stuffed this sucker pretty good. But yeah, so this also is chenille brights and cotton candy and hibiscus. So my plan was to do the light pink with the hibiscus, and then the medium color pink, which is this one over here. I think they call that one ballet pink, but I don't have enough of that color to make anything. It's such a small amount, at least nothing this big. So I was going to do the two different shades of pink and then do a couple of blue, because blue and pink is what sold last time. Normally axolotls are not a good seller for me, but I'm thinking if I display the axolotl and the ender dragon and the Minecraft bee all together, that might help it out, because, well, depending on how long the bee and the little dragon lasts on the shelf, it would just give people the idea, oh, hey, this is Minecraft related. Maybe. So, in between doing those, I worked on that special order. So, I made this one first just to test out the pattern. And this one wasn't bad. This is Crochet Grove's clam pattern. Now, I'm debating, should I attach this clam in there or pearl, whatever, does not come out, or should I leave it loose? This one was pretty quick to do. It wasn't bad at all. The giant one that I'm going to show you, which is for the special order, took forever. So I was trying to follow the color schemes in the pattern, and I didn't have the colors. So I ended up using toffee where it should have been mushroom. And then I did have the ballet pink, which is the horrible ballet pink that is so hard to work with. And of course I had white. So I had that. This one I will probably make again. I did not mind making this one at all. It was actually pretty quick. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Like there's 7 rounds on the outer part should be 6 on the inner. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yes, 6. So, and then you do the ruffle around the edge. It was very, very quick to make. There was a free one on Instagram that I tried that before I paid for this pattern. And yeah, that one didn't work out too good. It was flat. Like this, the clamshell has a little bit of a curve to it. And the other one, it was just flat. And I'm like, how am I supposed to sit the little pearly dude in there? So I gave up on that with just like one side of it done and went and purchased this pattern. So there's the little clam. So the one that was specially ordered, they wanted a rainbow clam. I say they, I mean she. She wanted a rainbow clam, and she says, well, I want it about this big. And I'm like, okay, your hands are a lot smaller than mine. This might be too big. If I switch yarns for the smaller pattern and use a heavier yarn, I might be able to get it to the size that she likes. But this turned out very pretty. A lot of color changing. She wanted a rainbow clam. So now I didn't put a mouth on this one. I probably will go back and add a mouth and blush. But I gave it purple eyes. And I actually think the little pearl might be a little too small. But this was a lot. I think when you get to the final round, it was like 84 stitches in the round. What I don't care for about this one is it's very floppy because it's so big. And you can see my stitches are nice and tight. There is nothing loose about these stitches. So, I mean, it's gorgeous. It is absolutely gorgeous. But for me, it is too floppy. So this one, this is a one and done. Now, if I can take these colors and squeeze it in on the smaller one, I think that would be a hit. So hopefully the young lady likes this clam. I mean, hopefully it's not way too big for her. We'll see. I mean, I have time to come up with one in between those two sizes if need be. So then my last things that I made, which are not new to me at all. The only new to me things were the clams this time. These I was working on in the live Friday night. I was working on the swings for car swings. And we made 9 of this, just the swing part during the live, which normally I can get that swing part done in about 3 minutes without like pushing myself if I don't have interruptions. I'm just sitting there making it. So 9 doesn't seem like very many. So yesterday I finished up my pink whale shark, made the axolotl, and I said, you know what? I need to do the car swings because those sell really, really well. So I started off with the otter. And we made 4 otters. Now last time I had 2 and I sold 2. Now these, the heads are 2 different colors because this is the color that I like. I believe this was a toucan color and I have finally used the last of it. So this is what I had in Parfait, which was not much. It was just a very small amount of the mushroom, which was not enough to do the clam, but it was just enough to do 2 of these otters. So the otter themselves, they are Parfait Chunky with 10mm eyes. You got teddy bear, mushroom, teddy bear, and whatever that toucan color is. Then the swings are done out of Posh. So, I mean, that's kind of what I've been using my Posh for. I have enough to keep me in swing supply for a long time because the swings don't really take that much yarn. But I just feel like it's a little less fragile than the Parfait Chunky. So we made 4 otters. Then I switched to penguins, and I got 2 penguins made. This swing's a lot longer than this swing. I guess I was off count, but that's okay. Yeah. So 2 penguins. And again, those are Parfait Chunky. And then Posh for the swing. Then I said, let me do an easy one. So I did 2 yellow chicks. And these do pretty well. This one is not. So 2 yellow chicks. Then I did a bee. In the bee, I just like used the bird pattern and just play with the color changes. Give it little wings, add some antenna, and you have instant bee. I should do another one, but I am so low on the Parfait Chunky Yellow because of making all that corn. I really need to do a yarn order, but I'm trying to hold off. But I'm getting so low on some important colors. So the little bee, I want to make another one of these. And then I'm doing those and I'm like, you know what? I have to do the frog. And the frog is one out of that pattern pack. Oh, and if I didn't say, this pattern pack is all from Jade. But the frog, the axolotl, and the walrus are the ones that I least like, especially the walrus is the one at the bottom of the list. But the frogs, this is the only way frogs sell well for me. And I'm out of goblin, so I had to use neon green. And make frogs with. So I have 2 frogs. And then I only made 9 swings Friday night, so I have 11 critters that I made up. I had to make 2 more swings and attach all the swings this morning before I could come on here and show you guys what I made. So, yeah. So it's 23 items. 26 items if you count the 3 sharks that are on their way to their forever home. So that's not too awful bad. It would have been, I'll probably add another 5 items to it if I wouldn't have done that rainbow clam. I mean, it's very pretty. Even John likes the colors on it. But it's just too floppy. So I'm going to try it. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And there's 7 rounds. And I used 7 colors on that clam. But it would only be 1 round per color. So maybe I could leave out one of the shades of blue. Let's see. So if you did 2 pink, I used the hibiscus pink instead of red because I don't have poppy, and the red that I have is like, ugh, awful to work with. Let's see. So if I did 2 in pink, 2 in orange, 2 in yellow, then that won't work. There's not enough rounds. I need a few more rounds. So I might have to play with this on how to make it just a little bigger. But this is so nice and firm. It's not floppy. I like how this is. Changing colors every round. Let's see. If I did 2 pink, 1 orange, 1 yellow, 1 green, blue, blue, purple. Because I'd used 2 shades of blue. Sorry, I'm thinking out loud here. I did this lighter and then this color blue before I went to purple. And I just think that looks pretty like that. It just like showed that gradual change. So, if I went, I don't know, you guys. I don't know. I'm thinking I'll have to look because I have Teresa's Crochet Shop's clam and look and see how many rounds are in that. And that one I usually do with Posh because I didn't like the floppiness of it. And maybe I can mix the 2 patterns to come up with something a little bit bigger than this for that little girl in case that one is too big. I don't know. So many things to think about, you guys. All right, I am getting very excited for this coming market. Our supposed dust cloud will be here on the 27th. So fingers crossed that that helps keep the rain away for the 28th because that is the day of the market. And it just drives me nuts. Like, they wait till the last minute to send out emails to be like, okay, this is the setup time. This is where you enter, you know, this is your booth number or whatever the information is. It's like they wait till the last minute. It drives me crazy. And I paid for this a while ago. So it's just like, don't forget me. And it was one of those where I just filled out the application and made the payment without them saying, yes, we have room for you, or no, we don't have room for you. You would think that by now I would have heard something, but this is just my paranoid brain, like, kicking in. But I am really excited about doing this because it's supposed to be huge. That remains to be seen, but it is supposed to be huge. Anyways, thank you guys. Thanks for hanging out with me in the lives. Thanks for watching the videos. I am still working on how to figure out what to do for my 50K giveaway. I'm working on it. I have not forgotten. So I'm going to hit the road and go make something. Well, actually, most of these, a few of these need price tags. I'll get these tagged and put away first before I start making something else. And yeah, we will see you Wednesday.